The Civil Cabinet of the Presidency of the Republic of Cameroon has published its latest edition of Le Temps des opportunités. This 81st edition is released in a highly charged political and diplomatic context as Cameroon gears up for the October 2025 presidential election. The editorial, penned by Minister Samuel Vondo-Ayolo, Director of the Civil Cabinet, calls for a peaceful, responsible, and democratic process. It emphasizes that the presidency is not a platform for untested adventurers, but a position requiring ethical leadership, deep national commitment, and readiness for sacrifice. One of the major highlights of this issue is the celebration of Cameroon's 53rd National Day under the theme Army and Nation United for a Peaceful and Prosperous Cameroon. The publication captures the grandeur of the event. The head of state, Paul Biya, personally presided over the military and civilian parades in Yaoundé, reaffirming his role as a symbol of national unity. Through images and reports, the magazine showcases a patriotic youth, a disciplined military, and a spirit of living together as pillars of national identity. On the diplomatic front, the magazine reflects on Cameroon's deepening ties with the Vatican. President Biya was represented by the Minister of Territorial Administration, Paul Atanganji, at both the funeral of Pope Francis and the inauguration of Pope Leo XIV, two major events that highlight Cameroon's alignment with global calls for peace and human dignity. Another landmark event featured in this edition is the presentation of the France-Cameroon Memory Commission's report, a historical initiative. President Biya hails the effort as a step towards historical transparency and reconciliation, calling it a collective therapy and a necessary catharsis between two nations with long-standing, multifaceted ties. The magazine also covers the ceremonies to present New Year wishes to the presidential couple. The head of state and First Lady received members of the diplomatic corps, national dignitaries, their spouses. President Biya used the opportunity to reaffirm Cameroon's commitment to multilateralism, solidarity, and global peace. The First Lady Chantal Biya is prominently featured in several sections of the publication. Throughout the first half of 2025, First Lady Chantal Biya reaffirmed her central role in Cameroon's social and diplomatic life. From celebrating CPDM's 40th anniversary in Vomuka to presiding over children's events and championing the cause of dignity through her work with CERAC and international partners like the Sovereign Order of Malta, she stood as a pillar of solidarity and elegance. Her active presence during the National Day celebrations, side by side with the head of state, further emphasized her role in reinforcing the image of a united, forward-looking Cameroon. In sum, this edition offers a clear narrative. Cameroon, under the leadership of President Paul Biya, is navigating an election year with poise, strengthening its international partnerships, embracing its complex history, and reinforcing national cohesion.